It was a cold, crisp day in Tokyo, Japan on December 19th, 1910. As the early rays of dawn first appeared from the east, a very light wind bathed the flat, barren field in the southwest corner of Yoyogi Park. Captain Yoshitoshi Tokugawa anxiously paced back and forth, watching the ground crew perform the last of the pre-flight checks. If all went well, Japan would enter the age of heavier-than-air flight. If failure ruled the day, Tokugawa faced endless shame and a reduction in rank. In the spring of 1909, Yoshitoshi Tokugawa, a young lieutenant in the Japanese Army Engineer Group, was sent to France to enroll in the Farman Aviation School. He studied aeronautical engineering and military applications for the use of aircraft in combat. The course included 10 5-minute training flights at an altitude of 100 feet. On behalf of the Japanese government, he purchased a Farman 3 biplane and shipped it to Japan for further testing and reverse engineering. When all was set, Tokugawa climbed up the ladder and strapped himself into the tiny wooden seat. The crew hand-propped the propeller, and the little 50-horsepower engine roared into life. The fragile little plane slowly picked up speed and then gradually freed itself from the bonds of gravity. Tokugawa was airborne. He flew for a distance of almost 2 miles in 4 minutes and reached a height of 130 feet. Captain Tokugawa, a member of the historic Tokugawa family, continued to serve in the Army Aviation Service and eventually rose to the rank of lieutenant general. Tokugawa also piloted the inaugural flight from Japan's first permanent airfield, Tokorozawa, where the original restored plane is on display. This flight was followed on the same day by Captain Kumazo Hino, who had been sent to Germany to train on Germany's Grade II monoplane. He was also instructed to purchase a plane for study in Japan. Powered by a 24-horsepower engine, the Kumazo flight covered 0.6 of a mile. He continued working in the Army aviation field until his retirement in 1918 with the rank of lieutenant colonel. He went on to establish his own company, designing plans for airplanes, helicopters, and rockets. His most notable invention, however, was the Hino Komuro M 1908 pistol.
approaching what I believe is the first flight monument. So we'll see if this is correct. According to my Google directions, this should be it. Let's see. There's the blue dot, and the red dot is the monument, and it should be about right there. It is closer to the south gate. And that must be over there, that statue of, I'll have to look it up. I will have to describe these two gentlemen in the video, but I see that the one on the right has what appears to be goggles and maybe an aviation helmet, and I'll have to find out who the other person is. But this is the monument to flight.
A side note. I was unable to find the year that the memorial was dedicated. On the internet, one person commented that when he was a child living in the Washington Heights military housing annex, he would often climb to the top of the memorial and sit on the back of the eagle. He noted that the memorial was located between the end of the base exchange and the officers' club. It would be interesting to know why the post-World War II housing division at GHQ did not remove the memorial while building the massive housing complex.